Okay, so welcome to the support call. Is there anything you'd like assistance with, or anything you'd like to share, or something you'd like to suggest as a group release? So, does anyone have anything they'd like to ask, share, or suggest a group release about? Evelyn.
Hmm. I'm kind of tired today, so
Ah, yes.
yes. But yeah, because nobody else raised their hand. I got 4 Easter cards today, and I'm kind of very happy about it. And so the topic is, I think, gratitude.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Okay. So you want to shall we do a group release on that? Oh,
group release is fine with me. Yes, yes, just a
okay.
suggestion. Yeah.
Yes, okay. So let yourself stop or pause and just be. And then let yourself think about something you are grateful. And just notice all the memories, thoughts, and feelings that brings up. And notice if there's any sense that you ought to do something about that thing you feel grateful for. Like hold on to the gratitude, feel more grateful, or remember it more often, or anything else that comes up. And then, if that has brought up any doubts or suspicions that you could be more grateful or you should be more grateful, just notice all of those and then just allow them to float away and pass. And then let yourself think about that something or something you have been grateful today or that you can be grateful today about. And just notice and welcome the feelings and thoughts, memories, and allow yourself to look deeper into the gratefulness, into the gratitude, and notice the love and acceptance that is there, is here. And allow that sense and feeling of gratitude to expand as best you can. And notice some other thing you can feel grateful for. Maybe it's how you feel today about the weather, some people you have come across, or some people you have thought about today. Maybe it's the weather or getting Easter postcards. Finding yourself being here or knowing, releasing, seeing some beautiful scenes or remembering them or anything else. And just again notice the gratitude and allow it to expand. And allow it to expand some more. And some more. And some more still. And again, let yourself think about something you have felt grateful for, something you could be grateful about right now. And allow yourself to relax into that gratitude, that sense of being happy that that thing or person exists, that you have come across something like that. And just allow yourself to relax into the gratitude. And notice the peace that comes with it, that is in it. And allow yourself to lean back to it. Breathe it in. And then check if you could actually be grateful for no reason. Just open up to that feeling of acceptance and love and happiness. That gratitude that is and doesn't need a reason. And allow yourself to open up to it some more. And some more. And allow yourself to be open to feeling and noticing the gratitude in your everyday life. Allow the gratitude to shine through. And just let yourself be and be and be. Thank you and good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Evelyn. So, does anyone else have anything you'd like to share or ask assistance with or suggest a group release about?
Hi,
Hello,
Katja.
Katja.
Hello,
Two
Letty.
of us got ourselves together at the same time.
Oh,
Go ahead, Ladislav.
no,
I'll go
I don't
next.
mind.
Okay. I
Okay.
like it. Mm.
Hi. I guess it just came up when you were asking, like, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I had a feeling recently, well, it pops up sometimes, that I'm lacking purpose or that I'm sort of wasting time as to be, productive or like head somewhere in life.
Mm.
And what I'm doing now is not, good enough. Postponing the job or etc. So I just feel the urge and dissatisfaction and some guilt as well
Mm.
that I'm not doing enough in a way, or that I don't know what's the direction, what's the point, what's the purpose.
Mm. Yes.
Yeah.
So, could you welcome however that makes you feel right now?
And I will turn off the camera so I can just focus
Yeah,
fully at it.
of course. Yes.
Yeah, just allowing it right now.
Good. And is there any expectation that the story you shared, how it has been, that it will be that way in the future?
You mean the stories of comparison of how it should be ideally, or?
Yeah, that the story that you have been comparing and you have been judging and have been feeling you don't know the direction or the purpose.
Yeah.
Mm. And would you welcome that expectation?
Sorry?
Could you welcome that expectation that that will be in the future the same way, that you will have those feelings and thoughts and judgments?
Yeah. Expectation that it stays, right? That it's never ending.
Yes.
Mm. Yeah.
And is that expectation helping you to relax and live your life?
No.
So could you let go of expecting it to repeat?
Yeah.
And can you actually know the future?
No.
So could you be open to the possibility that those feelings might never come up again, or if they did, they might pass quickly?
No.
You want them to stay?
Yeah. In a way, I guess. I think they will stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So could you let go of the belief that you know how the future will unfold? As best you can.
Yeah.
And would you?
Yeah.
And when?
No.
And then could you welcome how personal it feels that that has been happening to you?
Yes.
And could you welcome the sense that it is up to you what you do and what you don't do, and how you feel and what you think?
Yeah.
And what if it wasn't up to you? What if the thoughts and feelings and actions just rose up, that they rise and fall?
So what if it's just coincidence that I have zero control over?
Yeah, well, how much control do you have? If you really...
Well, it's a bit hard to accept it. It can come anytime and to take me over.
Yes, but on the other hand, if you don't... Two things. If you don't, it's not up to you, they just come, then there's no one to blame or judge. It isn't your fault. Then the other thing, what we are doing here, there is releasing.
Yeah.
And releasing quite often helps with a sense of being overwhelmed or run over by feelings. And if the releasing you remember to do or feel you want to do, why not use it as it's there? So is there now any kind of a planning to feel the same again in the future?
Some expectation. I don't know if that's planning.
And when you expect that to happen again, how does it make you feel right now?
Kind of upset and hopeless. That's
Mm.
what's the point if it just comes back anyway?
And could those feelings and thoughts be released?
Yeah.
And could you notice the peace that is there beyond those feelings and thoughts as well?
Yeah.
And is that peace affected by anything external?
I don't know.
So there's this what I'm speaking about, there's this piece of space that is beyond all thoughts, all feelings, that kind of gives them the space and possibility to be seen and noticed and felt.
Mm.
And does it disappear because there are feelings that you don't like so much? Or is it just your focus is elsewhere on the unpleasant feelings?
Well, I guess you know how it looks to the ego, how I'm perceiving it, but that might not be true.
And could you let go of expecting it to look a certain way?
Yeah.
And could you be open to the possibility that it might be much brighter and happier life than mind can imagine this moment?
There was a yes or no signal.
Okay, so just notice the no and say yes to the no.
Mm-hmm.
And just allow yourself to notice or imagine the future as bleak and depressing as and hopeless as you can this moment.
Yeah.
And is that future actually here right now? Oh,
Oh.
and if it's just imagined, do you think you still prefer the hopeless imagination or imaginary vision or hopeful or brighter vision?
The brighter vision.
So would you give yourself permission to have a brighter vision as best you can?
Could you repeat it, please?
So could you give yourself permission to have a brighter vision?
Yeah.
Good. And now when you think about the future, how does it feel?
A little bit more pleasant. Looking at just some specific scenario that I might like to execute.
Yes. And Is there any reason why you wouldn't?
Potentially that it might be difficult, and with the job I'm not sure if I like.
So could you let go of those expectations? As the task might be challenging, yes, but as you're not doing it right now, you don't know yet if it's difficult. You don't know how it feels. You might find it even boosting your energy to go through those challenges. So could you let go of expecting it to be difficult?
Yes.
And could you allow yourself to relax and trust that the future will take care of itself?
Yeah. That I don't have to do anything about it.
Sorry?
Are you pointing that I don't have to do anything about it, maybe? Or
Yeah, you don't have to do anything about it. And we often have much more strength and capabilities than we give ourselves credit for when we are dreading for something that might happen. And when those things actually are there, we usually just take one step after another. And looking back, it's very rarely, as if ever, as bad as we expected. But it's like Hale says, that if we are expecting trouble, we are kind of, it's like we can't wait to suffer in the future. So we start already.
yeah.
And that's what it does. That's what we are afraid of might never happen. Quite often doesn't.
Yeah.
So how does it feel now?
Quite okay, and more on the hopeful side.
Good. And would you open up to that hopeful side a little bit more?
Yeah.
And would you trust that you'll have what it takes when it's needed, whatever the tasks are? Which is just a longer way of saying, could you allow yourself to relax now, as you can't do much about it anyway, right now?
Yes. I can do something about it, like later, next step, right?
Yes, when it's time to take the next step, you'll do that.
Yeah.
But of course, we sometimes have things we have to plan ahead, but we know the difference between planning and dreading. So if there's planning that needs to be done, you'll do that when it's time, and otherwise you trust that whatever will happen, and then
Yeah.
you'll take the steps that are needed.
Makes sense.
Mhm. And how does it feel? Is it good for now?
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Katja.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Lottie. Okay, and then Lex was actually asking first, so let's take Lex first.
Hi, Katja.
Hi, Lex.
It was so I guess I'll start with the game.
Yeah.
I had an interview on Friday and it seemed to go really well. And I heard back later in the day that the company had narrowed it down to two peoples, and I was one of those two.
Good.
And then on Monday they decided to hire the other person instead of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't emotionally crash.
Very good. Yes.
Um, I I had been just releasing in action all weekend, just if and not specifically on the job, just like if a feeling came up, I would just, notice that it's a feeling and let it go.
Yeah.
So I just kept doing that. And so Monday and Tuesday, I still felt pretty good, actually. So that's a big surprise and a very pleasant one.
Yeah. Good.
Um, and what I kind of want to attach a meaning to this experience that I was very excited about certain aspects of that potential job, like really excited about them. But there were some other aspects of it that were not ideal. Um, and so I sort of want to attach the like there's a better job out there for me meaning to this. Um, but anyway, this morning I woke up feeling upset about both my need for employment and um, the situation in general in this country right now. Um, so now I'm agitated again and having trouble releasing it myself, and I would like assistance with that.
So, could you just notice all the feelings that are here now?
Yes, it feels like impending doom that I can't do anything about.
So, could you welcome the sense of impending doom?
Yes.
And does that bring up any wanting safety or control?
Quite a bit, yes.
So could you welcome how much you want to control the world and life?
Yes.
And this far, how often and well has it succeeded?
Not that well.
Mm. And how does it make you feel when you want to control?
Very unhappy.
Mm. So what if you didn't? What if everything was running on its own? What if you could allow the world to run its course?
I'm still worried that its course is going to be horrible.
So could you welcome the expectation that it will be horrible?
Yes.
And does that help you feel relaxed and kind of resourceful?
No.
So could you let go of expecting it to be horrible? Something you can't handle.
It's possible.
And would you let go of expecting it?
Yes.
And when?
Now.
And could you be open to the possibility that whatever appears to happen, you know what to do when it's needed?
Yes.
And what if you were strong enough? What if you are strong enough?
It really doesn't seem that way. I
So
just feel completely tired and like I just don't have much more to give.
yes, I'm not talking about that as, yes, we are humans. Of course, we are tired. We need rest and we need times to breathe and relax. But could you notice or be open to the possibility of having the strength there in you beyond all those feelings and thoughts that appear to be here on top?
Yes.
And is that strength or courage or peace, however you call it, is that ever diminished by anything that happens in this world?
No.
So could you allow yourself to trust and rely on that courage and strength? It's there when you need it. It's there anyway, but it might not always be where you focus.
Yes.
And could you notice that feeling tiredness and you have nothing to give?
Yes.
And Could you thank those feelings for coming up? And could you allow them to go as well?
Yes.
And would you?
Yes.
And when?
Now.
And what is there now?
Just some sensation around the heart.
Could you open up your heart to let the sensation have as much space as it needs?
Yes.
And could you notice the peace and love that is here too already?
Yes.
And would you allow yourself to be filled up by that peace and love?
Yes.
And would you allow yourself to relax and trust that the world knows how to run itself? It's not up to you.
Yes.
And how does it feel now?
All of a sudden, the world felt a lot less personal, more like a movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. And the movie or the TV is a good metaphor in the sense that if it's a movie, well, in a way it is a movie. We are just sitting and watching and it happens how it goes. But on another level, it's a television. And if we don't like the movie that's going on, because what's happening in the world is often like a movie, rather horrible action movie often. If we don't like that, we are allowed to switch channels and watch something that's closer to home, our own life. And that's perfectly allowed, as we can't affect the movie anyway.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So, does anyone else still have something you'd like to share or ask assistance or suggest a group release about? Oh, before I forget, the next my next free support call is on 21st of May. But we will be having with Lisbeth and Yvonne and me a workshop again on Saturday, 17th of May. I will be posting that to those who are on my who asked to be reminded of these support calls. Yes, Lisa, we'll do group release on freedom in a bit. Just wanting to say that the May support call is the last before summer break, as I'll be traveling again. And then I will be doing the next one in May, and then after that in August. But I will also remind people of that when I'm announcing the next support call. So, and let's do a group release on freedom. So, let yourself first just stop or pause and be. And then let yourself think about freedom. And notice whatever that brings up. Notice the thoughts and feelings, ideas, memories, stories. All those thoughts that say how it should look, how it should feel, how it should be or come, or what it means. And just allow and welcome all of those. And then notice and welcome if that brings up any wanting to do anything about those things. Wanting to figure out what the freedom is, how to get it, how to be free, how to stay free, how to know where it is or how to get it. The best or the quickest way to freedom or any other wanting. And just notice and welcome all those wants and thoughts as well. And then notice and welcome how personal that feels. That it is you who either has or doesn't have freedom, who would want to have freedom, who would want to be free, or any idea or thought that this is about your life. And just welcome that sense of feeling. And allow all those thoughts and feelings, pictures and sounds, just let them spin like in a carousel around your head. And then notice that space and peace that is beyond all those thoughts, all those pictures, beyond the whole spin, that isn't affected in any way by the spin. And let all those spinning things just dissolve into the space, into the peace, as best you can. And let yourself relax. And let yourself wonder, what if freedom is here now already? And if that brings up any doubts, any thoughts that certainly doesn't feel that way or look that way, that this can't be freedom, Just notice and welcome them as well. And then could you notice how you are free to notice them, all those thoughts, all those feelings? You are free to feel those feelings, notice them. And you are free to let them go. Right now. And just play with the idea, what if freedom is already? What if I am free? What if this is freedom? And again, if that brings up any thoughts or feelings to the contrary, any resistance or thoughts that can't be it, just give them space. And could you let those thoughts and feelings go as best you can? And then let yourself think about something that makes you feel free, that feels freedom to you. And open up to that sense and feeling of freedom. And notice how good and free that feeling feels. And then check, did you actually need anything to change to feel that freedom? And as best you can, could you let go any thoughts or feelings that appear to be limiting the freedom? Any rules or judgments that might arise, which say that freedom should be a certain way or come a certain way. And could you open up to welcoming freedom in whichever form it arrives, in whichever form you notice it, however it arises or however you notice it. And if there still feels that freedom is a certain thing that arrives in a certain way or looks or feels a certain way, could you let those rules and feelings and beliefs go as best you can? And could you be open to noticing the freedom that is here already in your life, in life already? And could you say yes to that freedom? And allow that feeling to grow and shine through. And one more thing, one more time, let yourself think about something that makes you feel free. And open up to that thing or memory, thought, or just sensation. Say yes to it. And if the mind has brought any conditions what need to be fulfilled or met first before that freedom could arrive, could you thank the mind for trying to help? And could you let go of believing those mind-made rules? And could you be open to being free, feeling free now, noticing and living freedom? And open up to the freedom as best you can. And open up to it some more. And some more. And some more. Good. Okay. So, thank you, everyone, for coming and joining. Thank you. Thanks, Lisa, for suggesting the topic. And I'm wishing you all very good Easter if you, thank you, Eric, you spent Easter, and we'll be seeing in May, and I will be posting this recording on YouTube soon.
Thank you very much. Happy Easter, everybody. Katja.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katja. Happy Passover.
Happy. Yes.
Happy Passover to those that celebrate Passover. Yes.
Thank you. Happy Easter.
Yes. Thank you. Okay.